Yo, what's up guys? Felix from Giant Lifestyle. In this video, I'm going to share with you my startup costs when I first started my box truck business. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, almost 2 years ago, I bought a box truck from a government auction for less than $2,000. It was actually an old USPS mail truck and it was in really great condition. And for a price like that, it was a total steal. Now, 2 years later, my box truck business is on almost complete autopilot. I have a driver and a pretty steady route in my local area. In this video, I'm also going to share with you some challenges, some things you should keep in mind, and of course, the startup costs that I faced when first starting this business. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. The first thing we have on the list is the LLC. So the LLC in New Jersey is a one-time payment of $125. In other states, it could be more, it could be less, but it's much easier to do it on your own than going to like LegalZoom and paying hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for them to make you an LLC when you could just do it on your own. I know Texas or maybe California might charge $200, $300, or $400, but it's just a one-time fee. And like I said, after that, you can get your EIN from the IRS website, which is free, and then you can go make your bank account. But those are the two legal documents you need to sort of establish yourself as a business. Your LLC, which is a one-time payment, it might be more or it might be less. You're also probably going to have to pay some sort of annual fee to keep your LLC active in that state, and then your EIN from the government website. You can also make an operating agreement, which is free. You can look up templates if you have a business partner you're going into this business with, so you know where you guys are at with what percentage of the business you guys own. As far as the truck, for most people, when you're looking for a truck, it's going to cost way more than this, but I got really lucky. I went to govdeals.com or govdeals.gov. I'm not exactly sure. I forget what it is. And I found a box truck, a 2005 International box truck for just under $1,800. I think it was like $1,762 to be exact. And that's a total steal. Even though it had 400,000 miles, it was a USPS mail truck and it was maintained very well. Also, if you guys are interested in my box truck course where I showed you different paperwork and different things that you need as far as what you need to get this business up and running, I have it down in the description below for only $200, and it can really get you on the right path to getting your box truck business off the ground. The next thing was commercial insurance. So the down payment was around $1,670, and then my monthly payment was around $1,000. The next thing I did was file for a corp code and then went to the DMV. So you're going to be at the DMV a little bit. You have to do some paperwork and get certain things to be able to be legal on the road. I got my plates and my registration for $560. I got my DOT number and my MC number for $175 and then $125. It could be more, it could be less. Same thing with the LLC. Look in your state and see what it costs for those specific documents. The next thing is the BOC3 and the UCR. That was just around $100 total. The next thing I did was get truck logo and decals. I put them like right under the driver's side and the passenger side door with my MC number and my DOT number and the name of my business. And I got some logos to make the truck look good. That cost me around $350. I was also required to get an inspection and emissions test. That was $225. The next thing we have is, things you should keep in mind when actually getting your trucking business up and off the ground. So the things on the left side of the board were, the paperwork and the things to actually get the truck and become a legal, legit business. The things on the right side are to keep your trucking business up and moving, up and running so you can continuously make money. So reserved money. People always ask me all the time, Felix, how much do I need to start a box truck business? How much do I need to get into the trucking business? And while the trucking business has a lot of potential and a lot of opportunity, I don't think it's a business that you should start with your last $1,000. If you're in a position where you have $1,000, $2,000 to your name, I say check out some of my other videos or go on YouTube and find out how you can flip your money quick. You could do medical commodities, you could do pallets, you can do, thrifting, you can do little side hustles, maybe notary, to get your money up to the point where you have $5,000, $10,000. And from there, then you can go into the box truck business. But to go into the box truck or the trucking business with your last $1,000, to me, it doesn't make sense. Even if you do have great credit where you can finance a truck, I recommend having between $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 because there's so many things that could go wrong. Your truck could break down. You just never know. So it's important to have some sort of reserved money. I put $2,000, but maybe even more, $5,000, $10,000. But this is just for small things like operating expenses, gas, tolls, etc. Place to park. So I actually found a truck spot in my local area where a lot of people always or all park their truck. That was $200 a month. The next thing I had to get was a lift gate. So the truck I bought did not have a lift gate. And what I tell people is to make sure you get a lift gate. If you have to install a lift gate, to get the lift gate that kind of, folds under the truck instead of the one that goes to the rear door, because you never know mechanical issues. If you can't open your door, then you could just lose out money on a route and it could be a huge headache. So when you go to get the lift gate installed, ask them to put the system under the truck. So that cost me $2,000. The next thing I recommend is having some sort of emergency credit card. What I actually have is I took and went through the program called True Build, where they show you how to get credit without using your personal guarantee. So just under the EIN, I have a bunch of gas credit cards. So if you have a gas credit card in case you're ever stranded and you don't have the money for gas, you can use the gas credit card and you can use it strictly under the business, or even having a real credit card or some sort of emergency stash in case you need a mobile mechanic, in case you are stranded, in case you need to be towed, in case anything might happen. It's important to always have backup money. What you can do, and what I recommend, is to get set up with a factoring company. So whenever you do your routes or whatever you do your contracts, you can get paid next day and you don't have to wait for them to pay out 20, 30 days later. Worker pay, if you're going to decide to go with a worker or if you're going to do this by yourself, I'd say between $150 and $300 a day. And then some other things to keep in mind, like I said, register with a factoring company, get on the load boards, or find a dispatcher. You might have to take a medical exam, and there are certain things that you should get in your truck, like a toolkit, a first aid kit, a GPS. Make sure it's a GPS for trucks and not a GPS for cars, because they'll take you on roads that you can't be on with trucks. And then, prepare for maintenance. So the left side, just to recap, we have the LLC, the EIN. You can use this when you go to make your bank account. You're going to need about $100 to start your bank account up. Operating agreement if you're going in with a partner. As far as your box truck, you can go on Facebook, you can go on Craigslist, or you can go to a dealer if you have good credit. But if you're looking for something used, you can go to like these marketplace or even like an eBay marketplace. And then you need insurance, you need your plates, you need your DOT MC number, you need your decals, and you need your other certifications to get up and running on the road. Then you need some reserve money, a place to park your truck, a lift gate if your truck doesn't come with a lift gate, and then some money as far as being able to keep the truck running and putting a worker in there if you're deciding to outsource it. So what I do is I kind of just use this business as an additional stream of income in addition to everything else I do, such as real estate, flipping medical commodities, pallets, YouTube, affiliate marketing, and a bunch of different streams of income. I don't like relying on just one stream of income. Maybe in the next year or so, I plan to get another 2 or 3 trucks, and then that's good for me as far as my trucking business, because my main focus is real estate. So there you guys have it. For anybody who's interested in starting a box truck business, these are the expenses I faced. Like I said, I've been doing this business for 2 years, and it's a great additional stream of income. Again, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to put a thumbs up on it and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.